Thank you. Can you say goodbye, Mike? Goodbye. Goodbye. My name is Mr. Doerun. I live not too far from here, down in Tampa, Florida. But I was born in a far away place called South Africa. A lot of my relatives live even in a further away place, Australia. Thankfully, they'd like me to come visit them. So I've been to Australia many times. More than 15 years ago, I took my passion for Australia, its music, its people, its animals, and turned it into a musical, educational, motivational show and company called Didgeridoo Down Under. This is Didgeridoo. These are all didgeridoos. They're musical instruments that have been made and played by the original Australians, the Aboriginal people, for at least 1,500 years. Nice slap. Can you say didgeridoo? Didgeridoo. All right. And if you can't pronounce didgeridoo, you can say ditch for short. Can you say ditch? Ditch. All right. So just to review, the name of the show is Didgeridoo, after the instrument. Down Under is the nickname for the country, Australia, where they come from. I'll give you guys a little tongue twister. Can you guys say Didgeridoo Down Under 3 times over? Quickly go. Didgeridoo Down Under. You guys did it. Great job. I act surprised because almost never does that happen. All right. Great job. All right. Now, kids, I have a very serious question to ask you. This is super serious. So look in the eyes. Is there anyone here who likes to goof off? I hope so. Okay. The kids up here apparently like to goof off. Okay. Act all serious. Fine. Yeah, okay. You're my cop. Okay, here's the deal, kids. As long as you guys can be good listeners, stand your bottom, okay? And be respectful like you are now. At certain times during the show, I will invite some of you to get up here with me and act like absolute world-class goofballs. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
I said, does that sound good?
Yeah.
Was it good?
All right, now, before we get on with the show, I'm going to ask you guys a favor. So we right now have like 5 different audiences. You guys, you in the back and there. So I'm going to ask you guys to consolidate so we can just be one big happy community here. Why don't you guys pull your chairs a little closer so I can see all your faces? Make it a little easier on me, and I think it'll be a more fun time to have you guys all together. And you kids here, you can sit up right up to the blue line, okay? Kids, yeah, come a little closer, just stay right to the blue line. You know, the acoustics in here are so good, I don't even need this.
You got it?
Okay.
Charlie, you want to sit over here?
Okay, there we go. Take your time. And the closer you sit, you also feel more of the energy of the didgeridoo. It's a vibrational, very energy exuding instrument, so you'll feel it more up close. All right, great. Nice to see all your shiny, happy faces. Let's get on with the show.
I'll play it louder.
All right. I was born way down here in the bottom of Africa, in a beautiful country, South Africa. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trouble and violence there, so my family decided to leave there when I was 5 years old. My mother, my father, my brother, and I, we flew from South Africa across the Atlantic, came right to Florida. I've been living there since I was 5. The rest of my family spread all over the world. Some of my relatives went from South Africa up to Canada. Some went to Europe, some went to Israel, and a lot went to Australia. Kids, can you see Australia? All right, now check it out. My one finger's on Australia. My other finger's on the United States. We're on opposite sides of the world from each other. Australia is so far away that right now, it's already, what day is it today? One minute, rather lose track. It's already Tuesday in Australia, and it will soon be winter. We have opposite seasons, so we're on opposite sides of the equator. Now kids, look here. Australia is the world's, where are you going, Australia? It's hiding on me. Australia is the world's largest island. It has more than 10,000 beaches. You might know it from the Great Barrier Reef. It's the largest coral reef formation in the world, off the northeast coast. That's where Doerun and her friends hung out. Okay? It's also, and we'll answer questions after the show. It's also a country, and many people consider it to be a continent all rolled into one. So kids, can you tell me, what country are we talking about today? Australia. Good job. Now kids, speaking of Australia, that's one of our big words for the day. If I say a word today that you're not sure how to spell or pronounce, most likely it'll be on this list here. There is Australia. All right? Now, before we get back to the music, let me teach you really quickly about the original Australians, the Aboriginal people. Can you say Aboriginal people? Aboriginal people. Aboriginal people. They're kind of like our Native Americans. We're the first people on our land here in America, right here in Georgia. They were here before anyone else. In Australia, the Aboriginal people were there before anyone came from Europe or any other place. Okay? They've been living on the land for tens of thousands of years. They're one of the longest continuously existing cultures on the planet. Most Australians are white from their European descent. Aboriginal people are a minority. They only make up 2 to 3% of the population, but they're the original guardians of the land. And kids, you could have a conversation with any of these people in English. Although they speak many tribal languages there, almost everyone speaks English. These people might have seen your favorite movies, they might have heard your favorite music. They have everything in Australia that we view. Schools, libraries, sports stadiums, video games, internet. There are probably some Aboriginal boys and girls playing Minecraft and Roblox right now, as we speak. Here's an Aboriginal boy. He's getting a little kiss from a kangaroo. It's the Aboriginal people. They respect nature and animals, and so do I. Okay? Speaking of animals, you see those pictures of those sharks over there? I was just snorkeling with them just a few weeks ago. I'll tell you about that later on in the show. Okay? Because this year's summer reading theme is oceanography. So I love the ocean. We'll talk more about that later. Now look here. Here's an Aboriginal man. He's got face paint on and body paint on. Notice some other people painted up over here. That might be a little confusing for you. So let me explain. Let's say you go to a church, or a synagogue, or a temple, or a mosque, or anywhere to celebrate a religion, or a cultural event. If you do go, you probably wear nice clothes, right? Yeah? Okay? Yeah. Usually. You can't see to celebrate their own religion or their own culture. That's how they got dressed up in their own way. Just like you wouldn't wear your nicest clothes around all week. They're not going to walk around with this all week. They've got schools to go to, jobs to go to, sports to play. They do many of the same things in Australia that we do here. So I just want to make sure you kids understand. Wherever, what's your question after the show? After the show. Wherever you go around the world, people might look different, and act differently, and think differently. And kids, that's known as diversity. You say diversity? Diversity. I promise, in 1 minute, you guys will be playing music with me here. But I have such an important thing to tell you. I want you to look me in the eyes. Check this out. No matter how different we are, if we go way back in time, we all came from the same relatives one way or another. It means I'm related to you. You're related to me. I know, I'm scared, but you're scared. We're all related to Aboriginal people and everyone else on Earth because there's only one human race. We're all part of the same human race. So kids, that's not, can you say, we're one big family? That is the truth. All right, guys. You ready to hear some more music? Okay. Now, I'm going to invite some of you up here to play music. Let me show you what we're going to do. Okay. These are clapsticks. Can you say clapsticks? Okay. They're not drumsticks. Now, clapsticks have been played by the Aboriginal people and other native or indigenous cultures for a long, long time. Okay. And they're played just like clicking. And oftentimes, they're just actual sticks they'll find in nature. So I'm going to invite some of you guys up here to play. And if you would like to play some sticks with me, now this is best for ages 5 and up. Let's see how many we get of them. We might have some extra for younger kids, but let's see. If you're in elementary school and you'd like to play, come on up.